back to the channel. So today we're going to do some maintenance on my 2018 Chevy Colorado. I'll show you what the problem is. Okay, so today I want to replace the oil cooler lines. As you can see, they're getting quite corroded for some reason. This one here doesn't seem too bad, but this one here looks like it's getting quite thin right around here. So I figured it's better to be safe than sorry, so I'm gonna have to change these. And it's not gonna be an easy process, I don't think. I'm gonna have to remove a lot of things to get it out of the road so I can get to them. It's easy to get to them down here, but where they go in the engine bay, it's hard to see where they're connected, so I'm gonna have to remove some stuff. Okay, so we're going to start by removing this engine cover. I don't think it's going to help us a lot. Where we need to get is down in here. You can't even see it. On the older trucks, you go down through here and get those oil cooler lines, but this one here is different. And I think I'm going to have to move this here, and whatever this is, something for emissions, I would say. I'm going to need to move that out of the road. And possibly this fuse box, I'm not sure. We'll get this engine cover out first, and then we'll take another look. Now to get this out, you need a 10 millimeter. There's a 10 millimeter on the front. Right here. Then there's another 10 millimeter right here on the back. Okay, once you get them two 10 millimeters released, I think I'm going to also disconnect the battery just because I might have to move this fuse box, if I even can, I don't know. So we'll remove this battery post. Then we got a couple 8 millimeters, which connects the air box to the intake. And this thing here, that's something to do with the PCV, I think. I'm not 100% sure. And then the throttle body's got to be disconnected right here. You got to remove the oil cap. And I think that should do it, but we'll see here. I believe there is also a PCV tab right under here. You can squeeze them tabs and pull it off. She's been on there for a while, so she don't want to come off. Now it might be... Seems like she's connected somewhere else. Okay, so I did miss one right here. Another 10 millimeter. Okay, so now we should be able to get it off. There, it comes right off. It didn't really open up anything. I still can't see anything in there. So we're going to have to remove this thing and see if that lets us see any more. Okay, so this here requires a 13 over here and an 18 there. And again, I'm not even sure what this is, but I'm sure it's something to do with emissions. And I'm not even sure if it's going to clear the path for me or not, but it definitely won't hurt. I wonder the chance of me. And I also disconnected this line. Okay. I'd open it up a little bit. Okay guys, so I did remove the fuse box. I didn't get it on video. When I put it back together, I'll show you how to put it back together. That'll give you a good idea how to take it apart. Anyways, it didn't help a lot, but it did help some. Now, the easy one. There's the easy one. I can get to that pretty easily. The hard one, right down in here. I point right straight down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get a screwdriver and show you what I mean. I don't know if I can get it on the camera or not. Alright, right there. So anyway, the most important thing right now is to clean that area. So I'm going to take some brake clean and spray both them down so I don't get dirt in anything when I do get them out. If I can get that bottom one out will be the next question. Anyway guys, I finally got that clip off. I won't lie, it's pretty hard to do. Here's the clip. Now, the clip was up on there like this. So what I did, I had to go underneath the truck with the pick, and it took a while, but I finally got the pick underneath this part right here, and then I pulled it off. Now I stretched it all out. It's no good now, but that's okay, because I anticipated this, so I bought a bunch of extra ones off eBay. Now I didn't film it because, well, you can't really get the camera down in there, but I'll give you an idea of what I did. So the first thing I did was lower the sway bar down a little bit so I could get my arm up in here. So I had to basically do this blind, but you get your arm up in here and you have to find it first, which that was a big problem, is I'd find it and then I'd get the pick and then I'd have trouble finding it again. So anyway, once I found it, I took my other hand and put the pick up in here and got it into this hand. And it took a long time, but I finally got it underneath that clip, and once I got it underneath, I just pulled it out, and it come right off. So when I looked this up on the internet, people were saying you had to remove the front axle to get to it, and that's something I didn't want to do. So I've been messing around. I won't lie, it took a bunch of different little contraptions that I built, and nothing worked. And finally, I was just about ready to give up, but I got up in here with the pick, and I got it under it, and then I pulled it right off. So that's the hard one. The other one shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so here's the other one. It'd be easier if I removed this wheel liner, but I think I can get it without doing that. We'll get up in here. And like I said, I bought extra, so it don't matter if I ruin it. There. So it come off, and it flew off. That's another reason too, because it's springy. If they go flying, it's best to have some extras here. So anyway, I get that. Looks like that's cleaned off good. I just want to do a little more cleaning on that other one before I pull it out. Okay guys, so I got that one that's the hardest. I got it pulled out. And I'm going to try pulling this one out. And that one on the bottom, the hard one, there's one clip that hooks onto the wiring harness. You have to unhook that. Okay, they just pop out quite easy. So now we'll go under the truck. Now we got to see if we can pull these out. That one come out easy. We got that one. Now the other one's probably not going to be quite as easy to get out. Maybe I'll unhook them down here first. These little caps over them don't come off the easiest. Might have to use a screwdriver to get it off. Oh, we got her. So now, grab my little pick here. Like I said on the internet, they said you had to remove the front axle. Glad I didn't have to do that. There's that one. Another thing, like I said, you want to buy new clips because you don't know if you're going to lose them or if you're going to stretch them out too much. Pull that one out. Making a bit of a mess, but I don't care. I'm just happy to get them out. Okay, so they're both out. Now I gotta clean up a bit of a mess here. Okay, so before we put the hoses back on, we gotta put these new clips on. And you see the little slit right there? You gotta kind of go around that so that it goes in the other ones. So we'll stretch it a little bit here. There. Now you get your 3 little tabs here. We gotta go replace the clips on the other ones. Okay guys, so I got one of the hoses back on. It took forever to get that clip back on there, but I finally got it on. Like I said, you pretty much have to work blind. You put your arm up through here and try to find it. But anyway, I got one of the lines started. So now we'll put this end in, line it up on the hole here, and you'll hear it click when it goes in. There. So now it's captured by them clips, and then you want to just slide this little plastic piece over top of them. Then I gotta slide the plastic piece over the other one, so I'm gonna have to follow the line and see where that little plastic piece ended up. And I'll put my arm up in there. I don't know if you can see my finger here or not. Yeah, there's that plastic piece. And I just slide that over top, and that helps hold them clips in. So there, the hard one is done. Okay, so we got our other line set on, and I'll give it a tug. It's in there sturdy. Okay, so we feed this in. Okay, so that's it. We'll put our little cover over it. Then this one feeds up into this little spot here. Okay. Now we gotta connect them right here. So I gotta maneuver this around. I can't hold the camera at the same time, but anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so we got it all put back together. What a pain. Anyway, guys, we got it all back together. So it's not a job I'd want to do anytime soon again. Anyways, I still got to fill it up with oil because I scheduled this maintenance around the oil change. Anyways, if I had to do it over again, I removed the engine cover and the fuse box, and that little, I don't even know what that is, so I removed that. If I had it to do over again, you know, I don't think I'd even bother removing any of this stuff, just because it really didn't help. It allowed me to see it a little better, but it didn't help me do the job. So if I was doing this over again, the only thing I would do is I'd lower the sway bar so I get my arm up in there, and then I'd remove the wheel liner. As you can see, that there's what I call the easy one. That one's quite easy to get to, but you can get to it from here, from the side. So there was no sense in removing all that stuff. And then the other one, you had to get to it from beneath. And you pretty much have to work blind. So removing all that stuff up top really didn't help. It allowed me to see it, but it didn't matter because I couldn't do anything from the top. It had to be done from the bottom. So that would save you some time there. I would suggest putting it up on ramps like I got the truck right now. But other than that, I don't think I'd remove anything. I would like I say, I'd do this one from this side, and then the other one has to be done from underneath. Anyway, guys, the video didn't turn out quite as detailed as I had hoped, but it's impossible to film down in there. That lower line, the one that hooks into the block of the engine, you just can't get it on video. But anyway, if you decide to do this job yourself, the only suggestion I would make is set aside a couple days for one. I'd buy an extra bunch of them little clips just in case you ruin one. And other than that, once you get it together, if you're not changing the oil like I am, then you'll want to check your oil, because you're going to lose some out of that oil cooler, so you're going to want to top it up. Anyway, if you're thinking about doing it, make sure you can get your arm up in there first. And that would be the first one to work on, that lower one, the one that's hard to get to, because if you can't get to that one, there ain't no sense in, unless you're just going to replace the one line, the easy one. Anyway, guys, hope this video helps out a little bit, and we'll catch you in the next one.